Welcome to our channel. Today we how to enable BigQuery partitioning and clustering for performance step by step clearly. To enable BigQuery partitioning and clustering, start by navigating to the Google Cloud Console. Select your project from the project drop-down menu on the top navigation bar. In the left-hand menu, click on BigQuery to open the BigQuery interface. Locate the dataset you want to manage in the Explorer pane on the left. Click on the dataset to open its details. Next, to create a new table with partitioning and clustering, click on Create Table. In the Create Table window, select the source of your data. You can choose to upload a file, query from another table, or use Google Cloud Storage as a source. Under the Destination section, specify the table name of your new table. Now, scroll down to the Partition and Clustering section. For partitioning, select Partitioning field. Choose a field from your dataset that will act as the partitioning key. You may select partitioning by ingestion time or by a specific timestamp field. To enable clustering, check the box that says Enable Clustering. Then, specify one or more clustering fields that will optimize your. Review the other table settings, such as schema and data format. After confirming your settings, click on the Create Table button. If you want to modify an existing table, go back to the dataset in the Explorer pane. Find the table you want to update and click on it. In the Details view, click on the Edit Schema button. Scroll down to the Partition and Clustering fields in this section. Make the necessary changes to enable partitioning and clustering. Once you've made changes, save your modifications by clicking Save. To verify if partitioning and clustering are implemented, you can use the SQL command to check the partitioning and clustering information. Optimizing your BigQuery setup can greatly enhance data retrieval speeds. That wraps up the steps to enable partitioning and clustering for performance in BigQuery. If the page does not load, refresh the browser or try again in a private or incognito window. Make sure you are using the correct email address, then retype it carefully to avoid small typos. If your password is not accepted, use the reset option and create a new strong password you can remember. Check your spam folder for verification or security emails, then complete any requested confirmation steps. Enable two-factor authentication if available to improve account security and reduce unauthorized access risk. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more step-by-step tech guides.